welcome back to Visit More with me. This is Uni Sports. I'll talk about books, life experiences, and how to forge ahead as better individuals. Today, I'm going to continue my NYSC Journey series, and in my last two videos, I talked about the two major lessons I learned while in camp, in NYSC camp. And I said number one was knowing what you want from life, and number two, understanding your purpose. When you have a good knowledge of those two, you know, even when life throw things at you, when people throw things at you, and when situations, circumstances throw distractions at you, you know when to forge ahead, when to take a pause, and when to run, basically. And so today I'm going to just continue with the series, the major lessons I learned while in camp, in NYSC camp, and number three of which is the true definition of competition, what competition truly means. Before now, I'm a choleric, and choleric people are, just basically result-driven people. They are hardworking, they are good at multitasking, and they just like to see results. And when you're not seeing the desired results, you're not happy. You just want things to work out as planned. And so, when I got to camp, you to begin with, you'll be divided into platoons, and I happen to be in platoon 8, best platoon, by the way. Best platoon ever NYC ever had, like best platoon 8. And at the beginning, we're just briefed on the importance of the platoons, that we're going to be having competitions, and each platoons we have to win, like your platoon just has to win. And so started our first competition, which was we had series of games. The first competition was football. I'm not part of football team. The guys in our platoon were, and I didn't even know when they played it. I just know that later in the evening we were talking about the football, and they said it was platoon 8 that came last. I was like I wasn't happy with that at all. Like I was just so sad. Like that got to me. I didn't like it. I got back to the hostel and I was just literally down. You'd wonder why. Like it's just football, like a game, competition, like normal game. But it wasn't so for me. And so the following morning, when we went to take breakfast, or was it on parade ground? I heard that we're going to be having volleyball on Thursday, or was it on Tuesday though, and that was like we're going to have it on Wednesday, and that was like on Sunday. So I felt that they already had females that was going to play volleyball, so I didn't bother to but later on, like on Tuesday, I now heard that we didn't have female, that people didn't turn up for practice, and I've never played volleyball before in my life, in my entire life. And so I just joined them for the change, that for this one, platoon 8 to the one. And so we started practicing, and after rehearsing, the day came for us to play, and then fortunately we didn't come last, but something happened. We didn't win. I was so sad again. And then our platoon commandant wasn't happy, so he called a meeting and he addressed us. He said, platoon 8, two people want to carry spoon, abi, people want to lose. Like he kept talking, like, and it was like, me, I don't like failure, and I don't like people in my team to fail. That was our platoon commandant, and that so resonated with me, because I also hate to fail. I don't fail. Like I just like to win. Who doesn't like to win, basically? Who doesn't? Nobody wants to fail, of course. And so that got to everybody. Like our first two games we didn't win, and so I made up my mind that subsequently, no matter what, our platoon was going to come first for any other game that I participated in. And so as time went on, we won the next game. We won. But then it just occurred to me that after we failed for the volleyball, and our platoon commandant told us that he doesn't like to be a part of a failing team. Like it just, although that made us to be on our toes more, but we kept fighting, and then we're winning. We're coming third, second, third, first, like in the race, in the running game. Like we literally came first. Like our female came first for 100 meters, 200 meters, also for relay, like we're just coming first for the subsequent games, and then looking at others, like we'll see other platoons, like platoon A is like really oppressed that platoon. We'll see other platoons and other platoons, and we'll be like, platoon say, how far now, how you be for your side? How you be for your side? And they will just laugh it off. And I was like, these people came last. I mean, they are not so sad as I was when we came last and stuff. And then it just occurred to me that it is a game. I mean, it is a game. So, and anybody can win, anybody can lose. However, you'd only just choose not to lose. You only choose not to be in the losing team, and you make sure that in whatever team you find yourself, you contribute your quota to ensure that you win. And when when it happens the other way around, which I do not advise that you anticipate happening, just take it and focus. Take it the way it comes. Like, okay, we didn't win for this one, so the next one we're putting all our energy into winning. Then you let it off your heart. But I didn't. That was my first time. That was my first time of participating in a competition, and I took it way too personal. And then subsequently, after playing these subsequent games, I just realized that, well, it's just a game, and I only needed to take the one that happened the way it happened, and then focus more on the subsequent games to come. That night, I just ate and went to bed. Yeah, I still ate because camp no be your mate. Camp is very stressful, so I ate and just went straight away. I didn't gist with my hostel mate and all of that. I just went straight back because I wasn't happy that we lose. But the lesson here is that don't be part of a losing team, and when you lose, gather yourself together and focus more on winning. Up until we left camp, we won the last game. Platoon 8 won the last game, because I just guess that we're all like individuals who didn't like to lose, because all of us didn't like the fact that we lost our first and second game. And then subsequently we all encouraged each other, even when it's the male playing game, when it's the male participating, representing us, all the females will be all out, cheering them on, shouting platinate. And there's this one guy, Tiger. Oh no, I give it to him. Tiger is just like a winning guy. Like, he knows how to motivate people. He wasn't the platoon leader, however, he was just there for all the games and made sure that everybody was shared on, everybody was encouraged. Even when you lose one bit during the course of the game, you keep sharing you on. Like, there was one particular strategy that I used. I'm not sure that is actually accepted like out there, but we're playing volleyball, and after we served, the other team was supposed to serve back, and then I can recall vividly that Tiger kept saying that she can't serve, like she cannot serve, that the other lady that was going to represent the platoon that was playing against us cannot serve. And guess what, she served wrongly, like it went out of the court. And he kept doing that throughout the course of our game, though we didn't win, but it worked to an extent. Like, he would say she can't serve, and that's the show the power of words. Like, words are indeed powerful. He said that she can't serve, and like 3-4 times, like 3 different ladies that played in the platoon that was competing against us served out of the court. So I appreciate Tiger. He did well for our platoon, in fact. Then of course, when we did fashion competitions during Said, and then I represented our platoon. We see one fine play suit that came up nice. Guess what, we came second, and for overall entrepreneurship program we came third. Like, for the fashion we came second, platoon 8 to the world, and then subsequently for other entrepreneurship skills we came third overall of all the platoons. We had platoon 1 to 10. So basically, competition is nice. I didn't like it before because I just want to win. I don't want, and then when I don't win, I am not happy. I never want to consider losing. Like, it's either I win or I win. And then when I didn't win, I was so sad, like, oh my god. But then I learned that it's a game. When you lose once, like, do not just lose again. So fight so hard to win and win the remaining ones. I hope you've been able to learn 1 or 2 lessons in this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, still give it a thumbs up. I'll do better in my subsequent video. And of course, your You can share with your friends and family. You know, they're just, it can resonate with someone out there, like, so they can learn one or two things. And then of course I've got the other channels that I work on. I've got Kingdom Lifestyle Radio, Wisdom Gates Radio. Then I've got my Instagram and Twitter account, Oriofe Onimix. Then you can follow Wig Radio and Kingdom Lifestyle Radio on their various platforms. I'm going to put that in the description below. And then till I come up again for another review, I like to keep reading LD and stay in the atmosphere of God's presence. I'm Mommy, and this is Uni Sports once again. Bye.